멋지게 보내 나 느낀 네 사이가 좋네 난 내 눈에 스케치 위에 맨날 glow 암튼 난 네가 감 좋아
아까부터 같은 말 계속해서 미안해 그치만 이게 다야
그 어려운 말 다 해봐도 내 진심은 이게 every
이 너를 어쩌나 너를 봐도 네가 더 생각나 이 모든 게 꿈이면 난 정말 난 어쩌나
그대를 어쩌나 너 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나
배고픈 매일 네가 좋은 건 어쩌나
그대는 어떤가 나 때문에 잠들기 힘들다
쉴 틈없이 설레게
Welcome to Pureun's Auditions this year. Today we're going to be learning Seventeen's Oh My, and my name is Mary. I will be your freestyle dance teacher for part 1, and Lydia, the other co-president, will be teaching part 2. This is a very fun and high energy, great workout piece, so take your time with learning it, rewind it, and make sure to come out to our help room sessions on Saturday and Sunday. If you want more help cleaning up the piece, we'd love to help you through it. And I think you're gonna do awesome, and don't give up, and make sure you smile and just have a good time. All right, let's jump into learning part 1. This is right before the second chorus. So it goes da da da, da 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 da. And all we're doing is hands and fists facing towards us. And we're gonna pretend we're running. We're gonna go 1, 2. 2 counts of fake running. So you would do about 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. We're just stepping down, step, down. And for the steps, the first one, your hand goes up to your shoulder, comes down. The second one, your arms can be wherever you want. You can just group it out however you want to. I'm just keeping them on my hips. So like together, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, same thing. And then for 7, 8, you can do whatever you want. I'm just pulling a heart out from behind me, but you can do any other heart pose, or you can not do up any pose and just move on to the next 8 count. So again, from the top, we're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's move on to the next 8 count. So this time we're going to start off in a relaxed stance, feet just wider than shoulder width, and our arms are going to be up in an X, right, left hand in front. And it's going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this, we're just going right, left, right, down. And for arms, we're going swing, swing, long, slow motion swing down. And the feeling of this is you're throwing yourself into this punch, and you're also pushing off of your left leg and then pushing off the right leg and putting all your weight onto your right leg and dropping back down. We just did 7, 8. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this last 3, make sure your punch is going all the way around. It's like you're drawing a semicircle before dropping immediately, so that your left hand is down relaxed and this arm is covering your forehead. And you're down so low that it's gonna burn. All right, so one more time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go and. So we're down here on 4. We're gonna put all our weight into our left foot so that our right foot can drag back. And then we're gonna put our hand onto our shoulder. And the next sequence is gonna look like this. So we just did 4 and 5 and 6 and. So to break that down, we were just in 4 and then on and, drag back, and then on 5. 5. Pick up your right foot and turn your focus. Start turning your head towards the left, and then drop. So when you drop your foot, it shoots your shoulder up. And then we're going to take our right hand and shoot it towards the right so that our shoulder elbow comes up, head to the right. And then finally, we're just going to drop our hand and look at our right hand. So this is 4 and 5 and 6 and. Again, from the swings, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and. One more time from the top, and we'll continue. From here, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and. And then 7, 8, we're just going to bend our legs. 7, 8. 7, 8. For the ballet dancers, you'll know this as 4th position, but for the rest of us, make sure our knees are bent, facing outside, and then when we bend them, we're making nice little diamonds with the gap in our legs. Your left hand can just be resting on your hip, grabbing onto your pants in your pocket, just something cool. 7, 8. Okay, let's take it all the way from the very top. So again from here, we're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Drill that if you need to, but now we're going to move on to the next part. So we just did 7, 8. And then for this part, we're going to bring our energy back down because it's a very suave part, very cool. So we're just going to step forwards with our right, tap, tap. So we're going down with our upper body. We're bending pretty far down, and then we're just going to tap behind us. We're going to tap behind us to the left side. And as we're tapping, make sure you drop your right shoulder and then look at your right foot, and then drop your left shoulder, look at your left foot, and then taking your left leg, you're going to step forwards, and then you're going to slowly come up again. So from here, 7, 8, we're going 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. On the 4 and, you're just tapping your right foot twice. 4 and. And then repeat that series of steps again for the next 4 counts. So I'm going to try and stay in the same place, and if you can, make sure to move, travel a bit forward, so I'm just going to stay in place for now. So we just did 7, 8. We're going 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. For details, make sure to keep your hands somewhere where, again, you look effortlessly cool when stepping up. You're like, hey, what's up? So this could be dangling, this could be in your pockets. Just have them somewhere that you can hold on to. And then when you're coming up, try and have a little bit of a guiding with your chest. So it's like a little bit of a body roll coming up, but it helps you come up much more slowly in a very hello, what's up type of way. So again, let's go from 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. All right, let's go all the way from the very top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Da da. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7. Tap, tap. We're ready to move on to the final section of part 1. So again, we just came up, we did tap, tap, and then we're gonna shift and face the right completely. And this next sequence is just gonna look like tap, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna step out with our right and turn our heel slightly outwards. Bring it back, left, bring it back, right, back, left, back. And then as you step, try and incorporate a bit of a bounce. So when you tap your toe, tap, and come up, tap, tap, tap. And then for upper body, we're just twisting so that if we had a laser shooting out of our chest, we'd be going pew, 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 pew. So the feet, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you incorporate some of the bouncy feeling, you would look more like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right after that, we did 4. We're facing the front. We're immediately gonna jump onto our right foot, face the back. We just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And left foot, 6. And 7, 8. We're just jumping in a clockwise circle. And in the music, you'll hear da, 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 da. Heart. One more time. 5. And 6. And da, da, 8. And on 8, we're just sinking low, dropping, bring out our heart again, and then comes the chorus. Let's go from 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and da, da, 8. As for other details, again, try and keep your hands hip area, pockets if you have them, and really feel the bounce for this part. The music will feel very bouncy. And let's review all of that from the very top one more time, and then we're gonna go with counts, and then with slow music, and then full speed. From here, we're going 5, 6, 7, 8, da da, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and da, da, 8. Congratulations, you guys just learned part 1, and now we're gonna do it again with slow music, and then make sure you practice it over at a slow speed before you try it at 100%. So let's go 70% first.
네 사이가 좋네 내 눈에 스케치 위에 맨날 glow 아무튼 난 네가 참 좋아 아까부터 같은 말 계속해서 미안해 하지만 이게 달아
넌 어려운 말 다 해서 떠나지지는 않게 Every 이게 몰랐잖아 너를 바라봐도 네가 더 생각나 이 모든 게 꿈이면 난 정말 난 어쩌나 그대를
어쩌나
네 사이가 좋네 난 내 눈에 스케치 위에 맨날 glow 암튼 난 네가 그냥 좋아
아까부터 같은 말 계속해서 미안해 그치만 이게 다야 넌 어려운 말 다 해봐도 내 진심을 이게 every 이 너를 어쩌나 너를 봐도 네가 더 생각나 이 모든 게 꿈이면 난 정말
난 어쩌나
그대를 어쩌나.
Hello! Hi, my name is Lydia Wang. I am one of the co-presidents of Pureun with Mary, the lovely person who taught you the first section, and I will now be teaching you the second section of our audition song, Oh My by Seventeen. And just to preface this, I am not someone that typically likes to teach with counts, so that will not be a very central part of the teaching that I will be doing. I will still provide counts, but don't expect to hear them all the time. Also, you may or may not every now and then see my cat kind of walking through the screen. If you do, I can't really do anything about that. I can't control her. So, but yeah, in that case, let's get started. So for this section, I'm going to split it up into 3 kind of mini-ish sections. So I'm just going to demo the first section. So the first part will look kind of like this. So that first section is focused more on like precise placement, a little bit more on like sharpness and making sure you can hit each particular move in isolation. Then this is the second part. And that second part is focused more on like groove and rhythm and just like really having fun and having a lot of energy during that part. And then the last section of this part, and it's and that part is a bit more of like a tempo change of we want to be able to see you groove, quickly move into sharp, back up, and smooth again. Yeah, so in that case, let's get started going with that first part. So to start off, just to go over again a little bit slower what that first part's going to look like, it's step, here, hit, around, pull up, hit, 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 roll up. Now to break that down even further, so what your feet are going to be looking like for this section is that first your right foot is going to step out. Oh, here, hold on. Let me start from where you just ended. So you just ended in this kind of pose where your left leg is currently hanging up in the air. So to start, that left foot is going to come down, your right foot is going to step out. That right foot is going to step out, and then it's going to come back in. And as it pulls back in, your left foot is going to lift up in the air. It's going to pull back. And it doesn't matter where the placement of this foot is as long as it's up in the air. Then from here, that left foot is going to move down. And it's just going to be heel on the ground. Your toe is going to be up in the air so your foot is perfectly flexed. From here, you're going to now sink down. You're going to sink down into like a deep plie, like bend your knees from here, and then you just kind of swivel a little bit to face the right. So now your body is facing the right diagonal. And then from here, that right foot is just going to pull in and come together. Now to go over the arms for that part. So your arms, they were just in a heart. And what's going to happen is that right hand that's in a heart is going to move around and go up. And you're going to form 2 parallel lines with your right hand on top, left hand on bottom. So you're going to hit here. And then from here, this right arm is going to circle around. So it's going to go over in front of your left hand to come back underneath. And then you're going to kind of almost attach your elbow to your left hand. And your arm is going to swing out. So it's going to be like an obtuse angle, like a 108-degree angle, basically. So it's going to go from here, and then you're going to move into the next move, which is a sharp point, and you're going to go straight into a point.
So basically your left hand doesn't really move, but your right hand completely straightens out into a point. And the whole thing with this is that you're pointing in a diagonal. So if you like stand face forward and you imagine that you have a square around you, the corner of that square is where you're pointing, and you're shifting your entire upper body. So it's not like the arm is bent to go over there. The arm is perfectly straight and you have your body shifted over to point that leg. Then from here, this pointed hand is going to move up and touch your temple. And so it's going to be a perfectly flat hand, go and touch your temple. And then from here, it's almost like your head got really heavy and now you want to fall asleep. So now your head is going to lean onto that hand and roll around to go and face the right side. And then from here, once it's reached the right side, that hand that's on your temple is going to leave your temple and it's going to go underneath your left hand to come back up and attach. So again, that right elbow will be attaching to your left hand's fist, and then this time your right hand is now at a perfect 90-degree angle, and it should be in a fist placed under your chin, so you're in like a thinking position, and again you are facing the right diagonal. So to go over all of that put together is it's going to be from here, you're going to go step, hit. So this is where you hit the parallels, and then you're going to go around as your, is this my right foot? As your right foot drags in, and then you're going to hit the obtuse angle as that left leg comes up, and then from here you're going to hit your sharp point. As you point, that's when your left foot hits the heel on the floor. Then from here, as your hand comes to touch your temple, you're sinking into your plie, bending your knees, and then you're going to roll your head as you shift around to the right side. And then from here, you're going to come, sorry about the cat. And then from here, you're going to come up perfectly straight as you roll it in, place your hand underneath, and like a thinking pose. So that section now with counts is, so you just went from here, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and roll in 4. Cool. And just to go over that part again a little bit faster. So from here, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Now we're going to move on again. So you just hit your 4. What's next going to happen is it's kind of like a series of hand poses. So from here, your left hand is going to go down as your right hand moves to touch your left hand's bicep. This is going to hit 5. This is 5. And then from here, your right hand is going to slide down your left arm to touch your knees. And as you do that, you are bending over at the waist as well as bending your knees. So it looks like here, it's 5. And from here, you're going to hit 6. And 6, your knees will spread out and both of your hands will reach the sides of your knees. So, and 6. I'll face forward so you can see it. 6. So, legs open in a diagonal. It's like a first plie. Wait, did I say diagonal? I meant diamond, sorry. So here, your legs are out in a diamond and your hands are touching your knees. And then you hit 6. Then for and, your hands just switch. So if you were little and you ever did that like thing that was popular at like middle school dance parties and stuff, it's basically that kind of movement. So you're here, you hit your 6 and then from here, your knees are going to wiggle, 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 hit and come up. So that wiggle is going to be like an initiation to roll your body forward. No, stop. Stop it. Stop messing with that. Go. So from here, you did the wiggle and legs wiggle to come in, and that in momentum is going to push you up and initiate a body roll forward to hit in the front. And your hands are just as simple. They were crossed and they're just going to pull up to your chest. So from here, it rolls up. Cool. So that's what that part looks like. And just to over that count a bit. So you just went here from 4. This is 5 and 6 and roll up 7, hit. Cool. Now let's just go over all of that from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I'll do that again with counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Cool, so that's the end of the first little section. Now to move on to the second part. So from here, you're going to do a big jump. Big jump to face forward. Jump! And what that jump is, it's simply just your arms swinging backwards at once, and your knees and the air are supposed to kind of look like they're in a deep squat. And you want to jump as high as you can. So this is a very energetic jump. And that jump happens on 8. So you jump 8. From here, your legs will go in, 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 in. So you land 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's the kind of pattern for that. And now what your hands are doing, your hands are kind of going in the pattern of, think of it as 1 roll hit, 2 roll hit, 2 roll hit, 1 roll hit. And what that looks like is it looks like 1 roll hit, 2 roll hit, 2 roll hit, 1 roll hit. So to clarify those arms more, your arms are rolling. So if you stand sideways like this and you place your right hand on top, left hand on bottom, and you move your right hand, that top hand, towards you. And then that is the direction you should be going. So you are rolling in. Your fists are going in, and that is the direction that you roll for this entire sequence. So you just landed your here, and your roll. So you roll 1, arm goes out, or you roll and your arm hits out 1. You roll, and arm goes out 2. You roll, arm goes out 3. Pull it in for just 1 roll, arm goes out 4. And now every time your arm goes out, your knee goes with it as well. So it looks like and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So that's the basic movement of that. And then from 4, your feet will come together, and you're going to be facing a left side diagonal. And then from here, your arm is just going to come up, so like you're flexing your left hand, and your right hand's going to come up to touch your shoulder, and you're just going to do 3 knocks. So you're going to knock to the top, to the middle, to the bottom. And you're going to repeat that again, top, middle, bottom. And as you do these knocks, you're also going to be doing a very aggressive body roll. So you're going to be body rolling, so chest out, move it back, hit, and your butt should actually like come out. So it'll tie all together of out, hit, hit. So right when you hit the lowest is when your butt comes out, like you're throwing it back. Don't actually do that, sorry. To do that with counts, you just did your and 4, come together 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Cool. To do that faster with counts, from the beginning of that second section, so you just ended your knees pull up, come here, and then 5, 6, 7, jump, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Pull together, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Cool. Now to do that with me just kind of humming the song. Cool, and then I'm just gonna run that again from the very beginning. So you just did your 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and da na 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 da 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 na 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 da na 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 da 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 na 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 dun. So from here, we're going to move on to the very last part. So you just did here, and you have 2 steps to just kind of reset yourself. So you're just going to go step, step to anywhere you want. If you need to move forward, backwards, sideways, anything like that, just do a step, step to prepare yourself. So you're facing forward for the next part. The next part is it's going to start with just 3 basic steps, and you just start with your left leg, walk 1, 2, 3. And as you walk, the opposite arm is going to come up, and you can kind of make it go up into any position you want. You can just bring it up straight like this. You could like do it to the side, like add some personality to it, but it's just going to come up, up, up. And the whole point of that 3-step is to show personality and some groove. So like you can add some like body rolls, like move your chest with it. So like groove, groove with it, groove with it. So yeah, just add a little bit of flair, or you can keep it simple, up to you. So you just hit that last step, your 3rd step. Oh, and count-wise, it's 1, 2, 3. So then from here, yeah, that left foot that's forward is now going to move back. It's going to move behind you. And as you move behind, both of your knees are now bent. Your knees are bent, and your feet are all turned out. So notice how my front foot is not parallel. It is turned out. So you hit this pose for 4. So you just went from here, and and your arms will move to your chest, like grabbing like this. So here, 4. Sorry, I'm tired, I'm out of breath. From this step, your feet, your right foot, the front foot, is going to pick up to go step out. That left foot is also going to pick up to step out, down. So from here, you hit your 4, you're going to step out to lean your weight onto that right leg, so that way you can pick up your left foot to really stomp down. You're going to stomp down into a really deep plie, into a really deep squat. So going again from 4, this time what your hands are doing is your hands from this fisted part, they're just going to circle up, around, down, clap. And that clap is happening at the same time as when you hit your stomp. So it's 4, step, and you clap down 5. And this 5 is a big like hit. And this part we really want to see like a level change, so make sure to like go into a deep squat. So you hit your 5. From here, you're gonna like start the lawnmower. So your right foot from here, it's going to go in. And as it goes in, your hands that are down here in this like prayer-ish position, it's gonna pull, you're gonna pretend like you're starting a lawnmower. So you're gonna pull with your right hand, pull once, pull twice. And that second time, you're going to pull it harder. And as you pull, your knee will go in with it. So you do pull, pull. And that is, you hit your 5. This is and 6. So you hit your 6. And then from here, you're just going to pull everything together to jump up. Let me scoot back to you. I'm not sure if you can see my hands. But you're just going to jump up on 7. And as you jump up, Your hands are just going to be clasped in front of you like this and upwards at like a, it's not perfectly straight up, like your arms are not next to your ears. It's more like a 45-ish degree angle from your face. So your hands are going to clasp up, 7. And then from here, they're going to like release from each other in fists. You're going to pretend like you're pulling a bow. So if you were to like pull a bow this way, that's exactly what you're doing. Your hands are clasped up here. And you're going to pull a bow by pulling back your right hand. And then from here, you hit 8 by just releasing your hands. So open them, like you just let go of the arrow. And so for that part, we really want to be able to see some like tension. So from your 6 to jump 7, we really want to see that pull, that tension, that smooth motion hit. So to go again from the beginning of this section, so from the groove walks, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, up 7, pull, 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 release 8. Do that again, a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, up 7, pull, release 8. And also for that pull, feel free to like add a little bit of personality again. Then you can like even bend back a bit, you can bend your knees a little, you can lean backwards, like just really add to that effect of you're trying to pull and release a bow. So let's do that again with some humming. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Da 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 da. Hit. Cool. Now let's tie that all together from the very beginning of this section. So you just did your ha 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 heart 8 that Mary taught. So from this 8, we'll run it through with count slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Jump 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Step, step, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, up 7, pull 8. Do that again. We'll do it a little bit faster. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, jump 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, step, step, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, up 7, pull, release 8. Okay, cool. We're going to do that again with my very rudimentary humming, kind of singing-ish noise. From the 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun 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 dun. Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Hit. Okay, cool. So you just learned the entirety of that second section. Woo! Good job. here, I will do it with music.
너 go 암튼 난 네가 그냥 좋아
아까부터 같은 말 계속해서 미안해 그치만 이게 다야 몇 어려운 말 다 해봐도 내 진심은 이게 every 이 너를 어쩌나 너를 봐도 네가 더 생각나 이 모든 게 꿈이면 난 정말
난 어쩌나
기대를 어쩌나 너 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나 배고픈 매일 네가 좋은 건 어쩌나 그대는 어떤가 나 때문에 잠들기 힘들다 쓸데없이 설레게
Woo! You are finished with the routine. Yay! Good job! Good job! Yeah, so just a reminder that you can always go back, go over any parts that didn't make sense to you. Hopefully, Marion and I did an okay-ish job of teaching the dance. We are not professional dancers or teachers by any means. So hopefully we did okay to at least get you there. But yeah, again, thank you so much for learning this dance with us. And also, like, don't be super worried about trying to look exactly like either of us or exactly like the dance practice. Like, there's always variation in dance. We really want to be able to see your personality through this dance. So you don't need to worry about like looking exactly like us and doing every single move precisely. Like, we really want to see your own flair. But yeah, again, thank you so much for learning this dance with us. It was not the easiest dance. So if you made it through, that's really awesome and good freaking job. Now that you've learned this dance, remember that it is due August 30th, Sunday at 9 p.m. EST. So please have it turned in by then. Please do not forget. And of course, like, you only have 48 hours to kind of learn this dance and get it kind of down. If by that Sunday turn-in point you still look kind of messy, that's fine. That's totally fine. What we're really interested in is seeing how much you managed to learn during that time and like how well you can grow. So there's always our resubmission time, which is, I believe, September 4th. If that date is wrong, don't quote me on it. You should be reading the audition instructions form because that thing has the actual dates. But yeah, around that time, around the end of that week, is when your audition refilm will be due. And again, that refilm is optional, it's not required. So after this 48 hours, if you're like, yeah, I got this dance, I look good, just like turn it back in and you're done. You don't need to do a refilm. But if you, after that 48 hours, you look at your dance and you're like, I could have done so much better, I just needed more time, I just need a little bit more time, we're giving you that time. And so you have that time for the refilm. Oh, and also during that 48 hours, we will have help rooms. So if you do get confused on any part or like something doesn't quite make sense, definitely come visit us in help room hours. We can help you with the dance, or like feel free to come and honestly just like ask any questions you have about like Pureun in general. Chat with us if you want. We'd love to get to know you. I am super excited to be able to see everyone's audition videos and get to see your intro videos and your little TikTok dances. I'm super looking forward to it, and I hope you guys had fun throughout this audition process and that you really enjoyed getting to learn these dances.